Hello friends, welcome to week 2 of our reading lessons. Today's going to be kind of short for my part that I'm going to be sharing, but you're going to be doing some writing for me today about our community. So we've been talking all about our community, how we can be a helper. You guys share great ideas of helpers in our school community and ways you were a helper in your community. I heard about cleaning up trash, being a chair stacker at school, helping with supplies, helping your friends with learnings. Those are all great ways that you are helping our school community. Did you know that you're being another community is your family at your house? So how are you a helper at your house? Do you help set up the table? Maybe you help sort laundry. Now that we're home all day and mom and dad are probably doing a lot, trying to be a teacher to you and probably trying to do their own work and take care of a lot. Think of some ways that you might be able to help whoever you live with, if it's grandma or grandpa or mom, dad, aunt, whoever you live with. How can you help them and how can you be a helper in your house community? So I want you to think about that and think about ways that you can be a helper there too. All right, so today we're going to talk about places in our community. So before we left school, we went on 2 field trips. We got to go to Safety Village where we learned about being a safe pedestrian. We learned about stranger danger. We got to ride the 4-wheelers and meet a police officer. And where was the other place we went? We went to Apple Orchard, right? And we got to meet a farmer. That is an important community helper. And we learned all about how apples grow, right? Now, if we were still in school, we would be going on 2 more field trips. We were planned to go to the wetlands where we get to learn all about nature and the different animals we can find in the wetlands and how to protect the habitat of the different animals. And we were also going to go to a farm where we were going to learn about farmers and the different types of farmers and the work that they do and why their work is so important to our community. We won't be able to go there. So, but there are probably a lot of places in your community that maybe you haven't been, but you would like to visit. So today for your assignment, you're going to go over to Epic, and in your Epic mailbox, there's lots of different books about places in our community. And I want you to just spend some time listening to some of those different stories and thinking about what are some places that you might want to visit in our community that if we got to go on a field trip together, where would you want to go? So some of those places that maybe you would like to go, I'm going to put the 2 that I just talked about on there. Wetlands, just like a big swampy area where you can we can try to catch tadpoles and learn about the different animals that live in the water. We were going to go to a farm to learn about the different. Maybe you would like to go to a fire station if you've never been to a fire station and learn about their different equipment. We had a firefighter come to our school, but maybe you would like to visit a fire station. Now, we've all probably been to the zoo, right? But did you know that you can go on a tour at the zoo and go behind the scenes where they feed the animals and stuff? Maybe you would like to go to the zoo and go behind the scenes, not like how we usually go and just look at all the animals, but how do they take care of the animals? How do they feed the animals? How do they bathe the animals? How do they take care of them when they're sick? How do they take care of the baby animals? That may be something fun to do, to go to the zoo. Maybe you would like to go to, some of you will get a chance to do this, I think in 4th grade. Maybe you would like to go to OmniSource. OmniSource is where all of our recycling goes in Fort Wayne, and you could see how they recycle things. Maybe you would like to go to Waste Management. I think they still call it that, but that's where all of our trash goes. Maybe you would like to see that. Okay. Maybe you would like to go, I'm trying to think of some other places. Maybe you want to meet the mayor and see what his job is like. Maybe you want to go to the courthouse and see where people go and they go in front of a judge. Maybe that would be something interesting to you. Maybe you would like to go to meet a park ranger where they take care of the state parks and they keep everybody safe in the state parks. Or maybe you would like to go, I'm trying to think of some other fun field trips. I know there's some field trips that go out on the big boat at Promenade Park, and they teach you all about everything you can find in the Fort Wayne rivers, and you get to study some things on there. That would be a fun field trip. Let's see, maybe you would like to go to a hospital for a field trip and learn about what doctors and nurses do. Maybe you'd like to go to a dentist office. That's an important place in our community. And you could learn all about what the dental hygienist does and what a dentist does. Those are all important places in our community. Maybe you would like to go to a post office and learn about how they sort all that mail and how they get packages and how they get it to where it belongs. Those are all important places in our community. So today I want you to spend a little time, read some different books on Epic, maybe talk to people in your house, and then I want you to decide on one place you would want to go and who you would see there and why you would want to go there. So you're going to try to write 3 sentences. Do you remember last week you wrote 3 sentences about community helpers or helpers in our school? Today you're going to write 3 sentences. Your first sentence, you are going to tell me where you would like to go in your community. Your second sentence will tell me a community helper that you would meet there. And your third sentence would tell me why you would want to go there. Okay? I'm going to pause my video and maybe you can think about it a little bit. And then I'm going to show you my 3 sentences. I'm going to write them out for you. I'm going to do all the things good writers do. I'm going to start with a capital. I'm going to make sure I have spaces. I'm going to use word wall words. I'm going to stretch my sounds. And I'm going to use a period at the end of each of my sentences. And when I get done writing, I'm going to check through all of those things. Okay? I'll be right back with my 3 sentences. Okay, here are my sentences. My first sentence says, remember I'm going to tell you where I want to go first. And I start with a capital of a space, and the rest is lowercase. I want to go to the farm. That's my first idea. So then I stopped it with a period and I started my second sentence with a capital I can see a farmer. So remember in the second sentence, a farmer there. Remember in your second sentence, you are going to tell me what community helper you're going to see where you want to go. Okay. I want to learn about the animals and I stopped it with a period. I used my word wall words. I stretched some sounds. I used periods, okay? And then I told you the 3 things, where I want to go, which community helper I would see there, and why I want to go there, okay? So I will put that assignment over on Seesaw for you guys to do for me. And I want you to write your sentences, take a picture, then use the microphone to read your sentences to me, okay? All right, I'll see you tomorrow for more about our community.